Note to self, don't mill your opponent when the creature they have on the battlefield can grow as a result. Hello Daily Drafters, and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Today's going to be a little bit different than normal. We're going to run a deck through the best of 3 queue. And the draft has already been completed. If you watched Friday's video in our first subscriber showdown against Daniel Cornwall, we drafted a deck and played it against him. And now today we are going to be playing that deck in the best of 3 queue. So if you are interested in seeing the actual draft portion of this video, there's a card in the upper right hand corner right now visible so that you can go and watch that subscriber showdown in which we drafted this deck. Today we're going to go ahead and play it in the best of 3 queue. So as a reminder, I'm going to go ahead and click on the deck now. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched the video, go ahead and do that now. But here is the deck that we drafted in Friday's subscriber showdown. So we've got a Maestro's deck here. We've got Double Glamorous Outlaw, Corpse Appraiser, and Corpse Explosion on the splash. Couple of 2-drops here, Bruiser, Snoozy, and then lots of removal, Girder Goons, you know, Nightclubber, Sanguine Spy for some power. There's some things going on here. I mean, I'm not super in love with this deck, but we're definitely going to go ahead and give it a shot here in the best of 3 queue today. So let's dive in. If you did take a look at that subscriber showdown on Friday, again, if you want to participate in one of those, there are instructions in that video as to how to go ahead and do that. So go ahead and watch that if that is of interest to you. And if it is not, or it's something you just enjoyed watching, then we'd love an extra subscription here on the channel. So thanks so much for supporting the channel here by watching the video and or giving us a subscribe if that is so up to you. So let's go ahead and play first here. And we've got, yeah, pretty good. We got black, blue, 2-2-drops here. So, yeah. And then this can be a red source for us at some point. Probably just going to lead on Snoozy here. Hope we don't mill 2 lands. There have been worse mills. All right, well, let's hope we can find some lands here. I'm just going to get on the board rather than exiling Outlaw. Blitzing Nightclubber next turn could be pretty good, depending on what else they play. Oh, they got nothing. Okay. Then we could just hardcast Nightclubber. No need to blitz it. I mean, okay. All right, looking at the sideboard here, we didn't really see much. Our only really sideboard option is double witness protection. If we see a couple of bombs we want to shrink on the other side. Crocodile, if the game is super, super grindy, we could bring in. But, I mean, they're like a black-white deck or something, which maybe they were just super screwed on their second color. Like, maybe they're missing blue. I don't know. But there's not really many changes we can make to this, at least with the information that we got. So we're going to run it back like this and see how it goes. Pretty good hand. Parcel is probably going to act as a removal spell this game. Let's see if they get a blue here. If they do, then we know they're Obscura. There's the blue. All right, so it looks like they were just mana screwed last game is my guess. Although they packed it in quite early. All right, we'll play our 2-drop here. Still no interaction on their end. Ooh, Sanguine Spy. Okay. Well, we'll just play Midnight Assassin here, and then probably plan to double block. But they're not going to attack. Because this can only trade for one of these. Even if they have a removal spell, they can't blow us out. So maybe they have like security bypass or something. Which Run Out of Town is going to do good work against next turn. Is this worth bringing in witness protection for? Probably not. Not yet. I need to see maybe one other very powerful card, and then we can see about that. Alright. For mana considerations, I think I'm just going to hold up Run Out of Town here. Getting priority with one black here. What in the format can be cast for a single black mana? Okay. I think we'll get rid of Island here. I know that opens up parcel activation, but we'll probably find another land at some point. Am I willing to trade with Regulator here? Probably so. Because we have a 2/2 and a 3/3 to block their creatures. They do have a 1/1 lifelinker, but Parcel could deal with that if we need it to. So I'll trade. And then I'm going to be mana efficient here and get rid of their spy. Not the most mana efficient thing in the world to do, but... So I'm going to hold this land because they could have another court official or something. So I'm just going to pass. They're probably just going to play spy again, and that's okay. Now we just have to outrace a 1/1 lifelinking flyer. Alright, so they have Rooftop Nuisance, maybe. There it is. So that's fine, because we weren't blocking anyway. So, I mean, it's less fine because they get to draw 2 cards, but these weren't doing much. So far, Backstreet Brews are not looking particularly good in this matchup. Okay. I'm suspect of a combat trick protecting Sanguine Spy from Ominous Parcel. But I think I'm going to run it out. My guess is it's the +2/+2. No? Okay. It did happen. Corpse Appraiser also quite good. Do we have a land in here yet? Yeah, we do. Okay, so they don't have anything right now, so we'll get in here. Go grab black. And because I don't know that there's going to be a guaranteed target for a run out of town, I'll go ahead and cast Corpse Appraiser, getting rid of Sanguine Spy. The other goes in the graveyard. Maybe that's an argument to taking Dig Up the Body here, because we can blitz Underdog if we want to. Yeah, so I'm going to put Underdog into our graveyard. That also makes this what it is. So I guess that was a bit of a misplay. Should have played this before combat. We would have got the extra point and the lifelink. By binning the Underdog there, but yeah. Okay. Should we be blitzing Underdog now? I mean, they're going to have maybe Evelyn the Covetous or Murder. I'm trying to think of other flash creatures. I would like to have Underdog blitzed while still holding up Dig Up the Body, so like next turn. And we can still blitz it next turn, but they might have an exile, and I don't want this to get exiled necessarily while we're tapped out. So I can leave up Run Out of Town here in the event that they like flash in Evelyn or something. They also might just kill Newsy. Yeah. I think I'm gonna Dig Up the Body in response. Take Newsy back. And I'll take Initiate back. Now, Initiate blocks Skycrier pretty well. Sewer Crocodile. Okay. That makes this less good. But we can do Blitz plus Run Out of Town on the Crocodile right now. And now we can get in for 8 here. Not a great draw. I think I'm going to see if I can sideboard out these bruisers if it comes to that. Also not great. I mean, what we could do is we could blitz the goons and the Underdog, attack with everything. If they eat this, they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down to 5. We're drawing 2 cards if we do that. We are also going down to 12 because of this. They will be at 5. And we'll have a 4/4 and a 2/2 lifelinker flyer potentially. I'm worried a bit about decking myself. Something also that we can do is Newsy, Backstreet Bruiser, and Blitz Girder Goons. But that's not great. We can do Newsy, Bruiser, Lifelink. I think I like that plan the best because they might start attacking with this crocodile. Gotta worry about our deck a little bit too. So right now, Witness Protection is good against Sanguine Spy and Crocodile. It's probably better than one of these Bruisers, to be honest. I guess we just go all out. I mean, problem is they have interaction here. So how good is that? Like, theoretically, they can only eat one of these. We can blitz both of them. So I guess we'll do that. And cross our fingers that it's just... Okay, murder, all right. All right, so they go to 4, and we still have a bunch of things on the board here. That's a good draw. We do have 2 of these in the deck, so could put them to 0 just from that. Oh no. Don't draw a land. Don't draw a land. Good. All right. That's a 2-turn clock. So if we attack with everything, they eat the Corpse Appraiser. They trade with this, and they potentially take 2 and then die, or they chump. See, do they get priority here? They didn't. Okay, so we're trading a Corpse Appraiser for these 2 creatures. What we're going to be left with is potentially a 2/2 against their 4/6, or they'll just die. So let's do this. Do they chump or do they die? Looks like they'll die. All right, what do you got? Nothing. Cool. Got the W there. See ya in match number 2. Okay, we'll obviously choose to be on the play, and then we will get a hand that looks fine to keep. Playing against Ashiok themselves. And of course they've got the avatar to match. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Can't really do anything about that here now. The main deck, Extract the Truth. Followed by Shakedown Heavy. Ugh. Okay, well we're gonna run that out of town in response to them going to combat. Turn 3 Shakedown Heavy. Gonna be difficult. Going to be difficult. No! No! Alright, well looks like we're gonna lose to a 6/4 Menace drawing cards on turn 3. So that's been fun. Alright, well they have perfect information here, so... If they attack, they probably have removal for one of these things, and Corpse Explosion can't deal with Shakedown Heavy based on what we put in our yard. So that's not good. But if they don't attack, that means they don't have anything. Okay. Pitch a non-land, and then both of these will be out of range of the known about Corpse Explosion here. And we are just going to keep on top decking lands here. So they don't have anything to get through with Shakedown Heavy, which at least is good. But, now this is going to start poking us for 3 a turn. Yeah, this is going to be a good matchup where they have wiretapping. It's not always great, but in this matchup, it's pretty good. Alright, guess we're playing this. I don't even think we have any Connive in our deck, so... Sure. Extract the truth and make it disappear, just wrecking us here. Okay. Oh, that's nice. At least we binned 2 lands, and now they know we had 3 of them. So, that kind of binned 4 lands because we got that one and then put 1 on the battlefield from it, so can't have too many lands left in the deck. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 4 lands on our last 20 cards. It's probably going to be too late here. Would have loved to have been to Girder Goons there. I mean, we're on a 2-turn clock here, so I don't know what else we can really do. They're just going to counter this, and then we're going to die. Good news is, if this does go to the graveyard, we can wipe the board next turn. I mean, this is probably going to be good. They're saving a counterspell for Corpse Explosion, so... Probably could have been attacking with Lackey here, but... Okay, so maybe at some point we'll get a fish. That is the worst answer they could have had. Or the best answer they could have had, because it does not go to the graveyard. Putting it on top does us no good, so we can't put that in. But we do keep Assassin on top? How does that work? Oh, puts it on the bottom. Doesn't shuffle it in. Okay. Alright, let's see if this resolves. It does for now. And now all they have to do is remove that, and then we'll go ahead and finish this one. Alright, let's try to see if we have anything in the sideboard to deal with that. Witness Protection is great against Shakedown Heavy. And Sewer Crocodile could be a win con against a kind of a grindier late game deck like this as well. Backstreet Bruiser looked honestly not great. They had 2 flyers and 1 ground creature, and that's it. Probably go down on a Bruiser. Everything else seems okay. Lackey didn't seem particularly good, although the fish could be good in closing out games like this. Extra flyers would be good, but I mean, we have 1, 2, 3 cards we could potentially even bring in. I don't actually know if we need the Sewer Crocodile. They have a lot of removal, and this would burn our mana quite heavily. Witness Protection, decent against their flyers, and very good against Shakedown Heavy, so I think we can keep both of them here, so there's one more cut we have to make. Probably just the second Bruiser. I mean, that doesn't leave us with a lot of 2-drops necessarily, but actually, you know, I'm going to cut the Lackey. It just doesn't really do what we're trying to do here. So let's run it back like that and hope they don't have turn 3 Shakedown Heavy again. Yeah, we'll keep it. It's slow, but... Oh, come on. Yep. Probably lead here now. Girdergoons in the Yard is not awful because of the existence of Corpse Explosion in our deck, so... I'm suspect that they're going to miss a land drop here. So I'm going to do that. They did. Alright, sweet. Do we just blitz the clubber here? Yeah, I want to draw that card off of it. Alright, both red cards, no red mana. There's the red mana. Do they have Make Disappear? They do have Make Disappear, so we're going to have to watch out for that if they don't choose to use it here. Okay, so they did, so that's fine. So Make Disappear can only counter that, so let's see if they have another one. They don't. Definitely put that into the hand. And I don't think I want to play the land because they've shown us Corrupt Court Official already. So... probably just going to play Glamorous Outlaw here. And not trade. Oops. Don't need that. Run out of town seems okay. Okay. Probably just going to run that out of town and get on with our lives. Now if we attack with... okay. Alright. So they got a little screwed on mana, but that's alright. Still Backstreet Bruiser, like, not looking great. If we're on the draw, maybe just... I mean, they're very grindy here. I'm wondering if a lackey is better than a witness protection. But they have a lot of flyers. We do have 2 assassins to trade with those Echo Inspectors. But I think I'm going to leave it like this over the lackey. The witness protection can kind of help us catch up in games where we get a little behind on board in a matchup like this. So okay, not bad. We are on the draw, so theoretically we'll find an extra land to play one of these 2 here. There it is. Now the question is, do we get a red with this? I think we have to. So we could blitz Clubber to the art. Do they have Corrupt Court Official, or are they going to leave up Make Disappear? They have had Extract the Truth on turn 2 every game. Okay. Maybe they have multiple Extract the Truths in their deck. No Shakedown Heavy. Okay. That I can deal with. I'll just trade Backstreet Bruiser for that. And then that makes Corpse Explosion better. So something's happening with Backstreet Bruiser here. They keep mousing over it for some reason. Might be Rooftop Nuisance. Revel Ruiner, okay. That's a decent one, but it's probably just going to get run out of town next turn. Still fine trading Bruiser for Initiate. Revel Ruiner does have Menace, so we can't block it currently. But my plan is to run this out of town here. And if they want to counter that, I think I'm okay with that. Gilded Pinions. Okay. Alright. So theoretically they're going to trade with Initiate here, and that I don't like as much. Now Backstreet Bruiser looking awful on this board with the Gilded Pinions out. Let's play our land. And then probably hold back Initiate, because if they want to race with this, we can get lifelink with this. So no attacks. Corpse Explosion can deal 2 right now. It's a close one here. It's a good match. Okay. Drawing all the lands again. You know how it is. So if we attack with this, give it lifelink, we have to take 6 on the back. So they'll be at 16 and we'll be at 15 after that. I don't want to witness protection. Corpse Explosion would also kill our Initiate. Now do we Corpse Explosion? They know we have it, so they're playing around it. So if we do Corpse Explosion, then we get rid of these 3 creatures here. So it's a 2 for 2, which is not great, but they are playing around it. Now Witness Protection plus Corpse Explosion is a really good combo because it'll turn anything into killable. Because what I don't want to do is have them just drop a Shakedown Heavy after that, but we do have protection to deal with whatever big fat creature they play on the backside. Another thing is that if we find the card that can return a card from our graveyard to our hand, returning Nightclubber, wiping their board would also be very, very good. I'm going to let it last one more turn and see if we can find something off the top that's going to help us. And if we can get any more value out of Corpse Explosion here. Nothing. That's certainly not going to help us off the top. So we have 10, we have 7 lands on our last 24 here. So put them to 14 and then go to 11. So this is just not a race that we win. I think I'm going to hold things back here. See what they do. Might cast like a Demon's Due or something. Maybe we can trade Initiate for their Initiate at this point. Or with their Revel Ruiner or something. All right, so something's got to happen here. That's not something. We have 6 lands left in our last 23 cards now. I mean, I always say things like that, but the odds don't speak to that being probable. We've had 11 lands and 17 cards here. Like, we played a game with Run Out of Town, Initiate, and Backstreet Bruiser. Those are the only cards we've played, because this was discarded. This entire game was played with those 3 cards on our end. Like, and we're almost halfway through our deck. Like, come on. There's the wiretapping, so now I think this one is getting out of hand because we have not really played a game of Magic this game, so it's not really going to do it at this point. They're very effectively playing around Corpse Explosion here. And as soon as we have to fire it off, they're just going to drop their hand. There's another land, so you know. Yeah, go ahead. 5 lands left. As long as this Gilded Pinions is out here, I don't think we can win this game. Can't really blitz that. Well, they might have an answer, but, like, what else are we doing? Casting Witness Protection on Initiate? Like, come on. Alright. Well. Feels horrible. That's a 2-for-1 against us, so we just 2-for-1 ourselves to do that. But we're not winning this game here at this point. Okay. So we can cast Witness Protection to kill that, but... and we're probably going to have to, just to... like, not die to it next turn. Alright, well, looks like we won't get the trophy in this one, but see if we can squeak out the 2-in-1. Yep. Discarding a removal spell, so we are more than dead here. Neither of those do it because they're just going to attack us, and then next turn we will be dead. I guess Girder Goons, what we could try to do is... well... Corpse Appraiser could try to find us, like, run out of town or something. And maybe that'll be good enough. It'll get us 3 extra shots at a look at a removal spell. Because we have to find one. And if they have Majestic Metamorphosis, then it's all over anyway. So. Or if they have another Echo Inspector, it'll be over. Corrupt Court Official, who cares? Alright, see if this resolves. We can't do this one because they could do it in response and we wouldn't get the trigger, so we have to do that one. And none of that will do it. So it looks like we gotta go on to match number 3 here. Well, at least we won the coin toss, I think, all 3 matches. So we'll take this one and keep this very underwhelming hand. Fear my 1/1. Oh, I see. Okay. Fear my fish. Alright, so we're just mirroring each other here. Did they play Obscura Initiate? Nope. That also has flash, so I don't know why they just played it now. But I won't question it. Alright, you know what's up. Gotta love blitzing those goons. Not a bad draw. Next turn we can go Assassin and exile that. Okay, they have another fish. We're playing the same game here. Okay. Ooh, not bad. Huh. We could blitz that. And we could play all the rest cards in our hand here? We kill their fishes. They would still have a block here. But they wouldn't have a block. I could have a block here if they wanted it, but I don't think they're going to take that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And blitz that guy. And then we'll get on in there. Here come the lands. So they're effectively at 3. No, not so much. Yeah, I'm fine making that trade there. Oof. Is it worth getting their last card here? I think they have a land in hand. Because they had 4 mana and they didn't cast anything. So either they drew a 5+ drop or they drew a land. And I want to get Glamorous Outlaw down because that's great on this board. They're not getting priority, so it's not like a 2-mana instant or something. No reason not to attack with that. That's fine. Hopefully it's not make disappear. Okay, good. That seems fine. And we'll keep the land. Awesome. So, didn't see a lot of power on their side. So I don't really see a need to bring in Witness Protection right now. Demon's Due and Crocodile, they didn't have much removal. They had to sleep with the fishes that we saw, which would be pretty good on top of Crocodile. But I think for now, I'll leave it like this unless... I mean, we didn't really end up with much of a sideboard, to be honest. So we'll just go ahead and leave it like that. Pretty good hand here. We'll keep this one. I mean, we're a little slow with it, but this deck is pretty slow, so maybe we're able to blitz a Nightclubber and get them or something. They play a X1. That's what we needed. So we'll get a red here. Court Official? Nope, another flash creature they chose to play at sorcery speed. Man, what is up with Extract the Truth in this draft? Is it good or something? I mean, I guess it's been doing work against us, so maybe so. Well, it's either we blitz a Nightclubber or we don't do anything. So let's blitz a Nightclubber. We can get it back. The main reason I did that is because we can get it back with Dig Up the Body here. If we really want to. Just in time. I'm going to do it this way. I'm not holding up Run Out of Town right now, but I think that's okay. We can hold up Dig Up the Body and then exile Outlaw if we need to. I don't want to exile my own creatures with Corpse Appraiser. I want to wait till potentially Maestro's Initiate gets in the yard. So we'll pass the turn. Okay. Do they have a trick? No. Are they going to use it immediately? Okay, that's a fine way to use their turn. So we can return like Midnight Assassin or something, but like we could also just exile this. We don't really need the mana fixing. I'd like to be able to sacrifice something to this because I think this game is going a little longer. So I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully they discard a creature. Although I doubt they will with 5 lands. Probably just going to be a land. Another Extract the Truth, okay. So we can Run Out of Town the Fairy Vandal. Which is like not great value, but it is something. I think I'll take the 2 here and then see if they play something post-combat that I'd rather Run Out of Town. No? Alright, well, see if you're going to use your mana here or not. You're going to use your counterspell, or you're going to save it for the Glamorous Outlaw? Nope, I'll put it on top. I'm very suspicious of them having a counterspell because they know that we have this. So I'm going to start with Corpse Appraiser. I'm fine exiling my own Backstreet Bruiser here at this point, because I don't really care about that card in this matchup. And I think Corpse Explosion is what we want here, because we can get back the Initiate if we need to. And I guess we'll play Parcel. I would like protection against their Corrupt Court Official, and this is kind of like that. If they play it, we can get a land and discard the land. Ugh. Jeez. Alright, so we can crack the Ominous Parcel, discard the land, and sacrifice Corpse Appraiser. Next turn, we're just going to be playing Glamorous Outlaw. And it can trade. And that makes Corpse Explosion better. And then we can get it back. Yeah. Definitely don't need that. And Deal Gone Bad seems okay. Of course. Guess now we have to Corpse Explosion, wiping their board. We have to get rid of this one. As much as I would like to return that, we do need to kill their board here, so. And the turn, hold up D-Stroke and dig up the body, returning probably Corpse Appraiser here. I don't know what you're going to get, but I don't really want you to get it, so no thank you. That's a good card to sacrifice to dig up the body here, because I don't care about it too much. They're certainly drawing some good cards, but I'm going to go ahead and just kill that before it gets too big. Get wrecked. Okay. Now they have a fish. Well, that was terribly unfortunate. So, if we play Lackey and sacrifice it, we cannot cast the Midnight Assassin, which we have to get on the battlefield here. So I think we just have to do this. But again, this is really not doing much for us. So let's get back Midnight Assassin and probably Corpse Appraiser. Well, probably Corpse Appraiser for some extra value. A second Assassin is good potentially if they find removal for our first one. But I'm going to shoot for the moon here with the Corpse Appraiser. Okay. We did shrink that down, so that's notable. I didn't even consider that in what I did, but thank goodness I did. We are at 7 cards in library when this Goons dies, but that's probably okay for now. That's less okay. I think they're just going to sacrifice the Waterfront District. Nope. Might need double blue. Yeah, we go to 4 now. We go to 3, I guess. We could also bounce our 2/2. Okay, so they're going to try to really put us down here. So if they kill Midnight Assassin, we're dead no matter what. So we're just going to attack all here. And then we have a couple of follow-ups. Let's hope Assassin survives. Cannot quite do that. Interesting. So they're going to 4. They could find an answer, though. If they top something, then probably means they found an answer. Double top. So that's not good news for us. Majestic Metamorphosis. Yeah, that'll do it too. So, all right, game 3. And they've got a Dusk Mangler and things. Is there anything worth witness protecting? Infiltrator is like fine. Fairy Vandal's not great. Dusk Mangler is already done its job. I mean, witness protection doesn't seem that good here. And there's not much else we can do, so probably just have to run it back like that. Yeah, I guess we're keeping it. So this Overlook getting red would be... Oh, they double mulliganed here. Would be awful if we draw a Snooping Newsy. But I would really like to thin the deck out and get that red mana here. Play the tap land now and just pray we don't draw Snooping Newsy. Okay. So we're definitely not putting the pressure on them for mulliganing to 5 and only having blue, but they are a little screwed here, so maybe we'll get a cheeky win to end the video here. And we will. All right. Well, that happens in best of 3 without the hand smoother sometimes, but 2-1 is where you want to be in best of 3 at a very minimum. And it's where we got today. So let's see. I forget what the prize structure is here in best of 3. We paid 1,500 and we got 1,000. So definitely lower, but it's better than a 2-win draft in Premier. This one, 2 play-in points. Interesting. Maybe we can work our way toward a little bit of a play-in thing with some best of 3 drafts here on the channel. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of a best of 3 content here. I think I'm going to do a few more best of 3 drafts here because we have so many more drafts of Streets of New Capenna left in the format. But thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on Thursday for your daily draft.